Hi guys, I just wanted to go through how to kind of navigate this Mineral ID Lab Gizmo, doing it from home without my help. So here is obviously what you guys will be coming into for Canvas. You're going to be signing in to your explorelearning.com. If you cannot remember your password and user ID, you need to email me so I can make sure that I give that to you. And then save it somewhere so you can remember it for the future. So when you get into explorelearning.com, you're going to have in your geology class the mineral identification gizmo. Open that and launch your gizmo. And what you might notice as you launch it, you're going to see there's lots of different properties that you can test, and we'll talk about that in a second. To get to your actual gizmo, you have two options. You can open up this PDF on your computer and you can print it if you'd like to. I'm going to just click on this magnifying glass so you can see what it looks like. It's relatively long if you print it, just it has 5 pages, mainly because at the end of the 5 pages, you're going to have your mineral key, which you're going to need to have when you're finding and identifying which mineral it is that you're testing. Okay, the part that you're actually going to be writing on is just this first, let's see, page. There's 3 pages. So pages 1 through 3 would be what you'd want to print if you wanted to write on the actual page. So if you do print it, you're going to, I'm going to minimize it really quickly. You're going to open up the PDF here, print page 1 through 3, write on it, and then you're going to need to take pictures of it with your name on it and upload those pictures into this assignment. So you guys will see the submit assignment button up here. You'll submit assignment by uploading those pictures. Okay. The second option will be to open up this Google document. You'll need to be in your STU account. When you open it up, it's going to bring up a Google document that you're not going to be able to edit. So you're going to need to go to File, and you're going to go to Make a Copy, and you're going to click Make a Copy, and then you're going to want to make sure when you make a copy that you name it with your name. So it'll say Copy of Mineral Identification Gizmo, and then you're going to say your name. So I have that name when you do it. Okay, and it'll upload it into your drive. And then when you go to actually upload it, same thing will happen when you're in the assignment. You're going to go to Submit Assignment. You'll see it, the button. It'll look different than what you're seeing here. And you're going to upload that Google document that you just finished. If you do that way, you can actually type directly into the document. And then when you upload it, your answers will be in there. Okay? So, with that said, let's go ahead and look at a little bit of the information here. Some things you're going to also need is this vocabulary. If you don't want to open it on Word, you can, if you do decide to open it on Word, you can go ahead and look through it. You're going to need to know kind of what this stuff means. You would have read about it in your previous assignment, the minerals reading. The other option is to click on the magnifying glass again, and that magnifying glass will show you the vocabulary as well, so you can read through it as many times as you need to. Okay, so 2 things there. The magnifying glasses help you open those within this actual Canvas assignment if you just need it as a reference. Okay, so what to do with the gizmo. When you're looking at the gizmo here, there's lots of things you can play with. So the first thing that it shows is appearance. That's going to be the sample. So notice it says sample A. Okay, and if I were to click through, it changes the samples. Okay, I want to start with A. Okay, right now I'm just looking at its appearance. And the appearance is what the luster of the actual mineral is. Keep getting all these lovely emails. Stop it. Okay, so you will now, looking at the gizmo packet, okay, so I'm going to go back to this, says some prior knowledge. You'll answer that first, but here in this warm-up, okay, it actually wants us to start by going to mineral A, which was what we had up, and we want to get the mass or the density of the property density, sorry, of the mineral. So I'm going to go back to the Gizmo, and I'm actually going to change this here to density. So notice we were just on appearance, now we're going to go to density. Okay? So then it asks me to mass the amount of substance of the object. We want to drag it to the actual mass. So going back to the Gizmo, I'm going to drag it and I'm going to put it on there. And I'm going to see that it's 36.4 grams, and that's the mass that I'm going to write in. Okay, right here, 34.6 grams. Then I need the volume. So what is the volume? To get the volume, I take the sample and I drop it. So notice it starts at 40 milliliters. I'm going to drop it in and it jumps up 14 milliliters. I'm looking up here and I can see that 14 milliliters is the volume of the sample. So that was the change from 40 to what it's at now, and that would be a 14 milliliter change. So it would be at 54. Okay, so now I have a volume of 14, a mass of 36.4. I need to get the density. So I need to go here, and it tells me that the density of the mineral, okay, you're going to need the calculator. You need to do mass divided by, or divide the mass by the volume. So if you get your calculator out, okay, you want mass divided by volume, and I believe we said it was 34.6 was our mass. Let me just look one more time to make sure. 36.4, see, backwards. 36.4, and our volume was 14. So going back to my calculator, I'm going to go 36.4 divided by 14, and my density is 2.6. Okay, so my density is going to be 2.6. I'm going to write that down in my density here. So mass by the volume, 2.6. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do is continue on, and it's going to ask you to look at the different properties. So under appearance, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look at what do I think the crystal shape is and its color and luster. So again, I'm going to go back to appearance, and I kind of have maybe a glassy-ish, not quite metallic. And I'm going to look at do I have a pyramid? Do I have a hexagon? So I'm just going to kind of look and identify that. And then I'm going to go back to my Gizmo, write down what I think it is. I'm going to do a hardness test. So I'm going to go back to my Gizmo over here. I'm going to click on hardness. Now it's going to bring up some different types of things, a fingernail, a steel plate, a glass, and a penny. And I'm going to want to look for my hardness. So I'm going to scratch. Oop, it scratches the glass. That means if the glass has a hardness of 5.5, then it's harder than 5.5. Okay? Ooh, it scratches the steel plate, so it's harder than 6.5. So I need it. And I know it would scratch a fingernail and penny because those are even less than the steel plate. So right now I know it's harder than a 6.5. So I'd go back to my Gizmo and I'd fill it in. Okay, what is the estimated hardness? It's got to be at least a 7. Okay, so I'm going to do a streak test. So here it says streak test. So I'm going to go to my streak and I'm going to scratch the plate, rub the streak plate. Oops, I don't see anything. So it doesn't produce a streak. Okay, what a streak is what the color of the mineral would be in its powdered form. And then I'm going to record what I see, and then I'm going to do the acid test and see if it's going to fizz. So I'm going to grab this HCl, I'm going to drop a drop, and I didn't see any fizzing. If you saw fizzing, you would see bubbles on the mineral. Okay? All right, so now I have all this information about it. Okay, so I know it's a 7 in hardness. It doesn't leave a streak. It doesn't fizz. It's kind of a glassy look to it. And its density was 2.6. So I have all this information. Now I need to identify it. So in order to identify what it is, I need to actually go to my, oops, not my vocab, sorry. Minimize that. I need to go back to my actual Gizmo at the bottom of the gizmo. So I like to open this so I didn't print this. Remember, I told you only to print the beginning. So I go to my mineral key. So first off, I know it has a hardness of over 6. So I didn't think it was metallic. So these are your metallic minerals. You would notice things like gold, things that look like metals. It didn't appear metallic. So I'm going to keep going down. And plus, none of my metallic minerals are over 7 for the hardness. Go down my non-metallic minerals. And so notice I'm just going to look at the hardness for that simple thing as it has to be over 6.5. Has to be at least a 7. Garnet is red. I didn't see red. Okay. Corundum, which is a ruby. You guys have all seen rubies before. They're also red. So that's a hardness of 9 and 7. So that's definitely not either of those. Topaz, okay, it could be, but the thing is here its density was only 3.5. Okay, so it was a glassy texture, luster. It didn't have a streak. It's over 6.5, but the density is wrong. 3.5, not correct. Keep going. So I'm going to keep looking. Oh, 10. Oh, density's wrong. It's not a diamond. It maybe could have looked like a diamond, but not. Diamond is a hardness of 10, 3.5. Keep going. Feldspar. Ooh, hardness is 6. Shoot. Not hard enough. It had to have been a 6.5 or above. Okay, keep going. Kaolinite. 2.6 density fits. Oops, hardness. Not hard enough. Ooh, here we go. Quartz. Looks like a hexagon shape. Has a glassy texture. Has a density of 2.6. Has a hardness of over 6.5 or a 7. No streak. Everything fits. Okay. I'm going to go back to my gizmo. I'm going to try to type in the mineral quartz. Oops. Okay. Once I hit submit, okay, I got it. So I know that. I could show my score because as I keep going, you're going to have to keep going. You're going to have a score. And then I'm going to go to the next sample. So I could go back to density or whatever. So they're going to get to a point where it's going to ask you to continue doing the same tests for minerals B through F. So I'm in mineral B. I'm going to do what shape I think it is, what color or luster. Okay. So I look at this and I'm like, oh, I'm going to look at its appearance. And what does it look? Okay, kind of rectangular maybe irregular. So I have to look. It's kind of a pinkish color, maybe a pearly luster. Okay. I'm going to do the density test just like I did, mass it, volume, okay? And then I'm going to do all the little tests and record it all down in my data table here. And I'm going to try to identify it. So I'm just going to make one up. I'm going to show you if you get it wrong. I'm going to say it's diamond. I know it's not diamond. And if I click submit, it says, nope, sorry. So you have to figure it out based on which of these lovely minerals it is. So all of these are available types of minerals that you are going to be able to identify through doing all of those different properties. Okay. Now, once you get to the very end, you've finished all the way through F and you've figured out what you thought it was, what the actual name was. Were you correct? So the first one I was like quartz. I got it correct. Yes, I got it correct on the first try. For B, I picked diamond. Oops, it wasn't diamond. Here's what it actually was. Oh, that took me 2 or 3 tries, whatever it was. Okay? And then on your own, you're going to have to open up a new document. You're going to open up a new document in Google Docs and you go here and I'm going to open up a document. Okay, this takes forever. How about I just do this? I'm going to go new document and make it a blank one. My computer is super slow right now. And I'm going to title it with your name and if it ever lets me. So I'll title it like Edenstrom and I'm going to say Edenstrom. Oh my goodness. How slow this is, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to say Edenstrom, and then I'm going to do it through Z. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing. So